Good morning, kindergarten. All right, so today, before we get started with our lesson, I wanted to go over some tips and tricks with you about teen numbers. So we have practiced counting from 1 to 10. So now we've been practicing and representing, making, and decomposing numbers 10 through 13. And we have started talking about how to represent the numbers 14 and 15. So when we're talking about our teen numbers, this is what we've done so far. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. To have a deeper understanding of what each of these numbers means, we're going to talk a little bit about place value, okay? So each number has a place. And each of those places has a value. That means it means a certain amount, or it means a certain how many. So when we first start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, those are all in what we call the ones place. Because each of those numbers is saying how many ones there are in the number. Now when we get to 10 and we start going through our teen numbers, now we're adding another number there because there's two numbers that make up those digits, right? Or there's two digits that make up those numbers. And that is the tens place. That tells you how many tens there are in a number. So we have practiced looking at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and grouping together 110. So that shows us how many 110 is in those teen numbers, as well as then how many ones there are. So like when you look at the number 10, the number 10 says there's 110 and 0 ones. That's why the 1 goes first. When you go to 11, it's 110 and 1 1. Right? So if I have my stick here, which represents 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, our 110, 11 is 110 and 1. For the number 12, it's 110 and 2 ones. 110, 2 ones makes 12. 10, 11, 12. Let's not forget 13. That is a common number for friends to skip. So that's 110 and 3 ones. The number 13 sounds like third. So 3 is 110 and 3 ones. What do we think 14 is? How many tens? 110. And how many ones?
4.
4 ones. Great job. And now let's get to 15. That's how many tens? 110 and
5 ones.
5 ones. Good job. So when we're going through all our teen numbers, we have 110, and then as we go up, we add one more 1. Okay? All right. Let's get started with our review lesson for today. So make sure you have your worksheet. All right? We're going to start on this side with our review side. This time we're talking about representing the numbers 14 and 15. First thing I do is always the same. I pick up my pencil and I
Write my name.
Great job. I write my name. So please make sure you are writing your name on your paper. If you ever need to stop this video to catch up because maybe I'm going a little bit too fast, or you just need a little bit more time than I've given, that is okie dokie. Go ahead and hit the pause button and hit play when you're ready to go. Please make sure that you are completing your work in the amount of time that you are supposed to. We should not be wasting time chatting with our friends right now or playing. Get your work done and get that turned in, because that's what we're doing right now. We're working. All right. So as we look here, let's count how many cherries there are. We're going to use our strategy where we are crossing out and counting each one. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we represent the number 14 with a 1, 110 and 4 ones. 4. So the 1 goes first. Everybody say it. 1 goes first. All right. Over here, let's count them and make sure. Are those apples? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. 15 is 110 and 5 ones. Okay. All right. Let's come down here and we're going to look at the pairs. How many pairs? Count, circle the number that shows how many. I'm actually going to have you guys do this all on your own because I know you can. I want you to cross out each pair as you count, and then you need to circle which number represents or shows how many. Next, you're going to do the same thing with the oranges. How many oranges? Count and circle the number to show how many. So cross out each one. Make sure you only count one number for each orange. Count each one, and then you're going to circle the number that shows how many. I'm going to give you a minute. Do not draw on my table. No, thank you. All right, when you're done with that, if you need a little extra time, don't forget you can hit pause. But when you're done with that, let's flip the page over. Oh, friends, the circle. This always makes it tricky because so many of us, as we're counting in a circle, will forget where we started. You have to use your strategy where you are crossing out as you are counting so you don't make a mistake. And another tip, always start at that very top. So as you're going around, it's easy to remember, oh, I started here. Cross them out as you count. So you're going to do this one on your own. Count how many, and then circle which number represents how many lemons, or limes, I guess. How many lemons there are. Okay. Again, if you need a little extra time, hit pause. All right. Let's look down here. So for number 4, it says draw bananas. Banana. Draw bananas to show the number. So you're going to draw bananas to show that many. Let me show you a trick on how to draw a banana. If you're like, Miss Graham, I can't draw a banana. That's okay, friends. You're going to do a slight C shape. Then you're going to go back up to the top there, do like a little line. You see that? I made a little line. Then you're going to do another C shape. Or honestly, look, I have a skinny banana. See, it's not that great. That's okay. I'm going to draw that many. Do not turn this paper in with one thing drawn. You could also just draw counters to show me how many if you don't want to draw a banana. Whatever. Draw me a picture to show me how many, okay? All right, I'm going to give you a second. We're going to go back and check this together. All right, friends. If you need a little bit more time for this, which you probably do, hit pause. All right, let's look back at the beginning. Flip your paper over. Okay. I want you to double check. I'm going to count this. I want you to double check that you did it right. Ready? You counted and you didn't make a mistake. Let's check it. Ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Great job. And just for a little bit extra, since we talked about place value, you know that means 110 and 4 ones. So let's look at that. If I were to count and circle my group of 110, because remember, when we're asking you to find 110, that means I want you to group together 10. Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I drew a circle, there's your 110 and then 4 ones that shows 14. Let's count the oranges. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Great job. So 15, 5, 15. Make sure you have the number 15. 1, 5. All right, if we go back and we count that and show 1 10 and 5 1s, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got to make like a little loop-de-loo around to make sure I've got 10. And then look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1s. So 1 10, 5 1s. Make sure you've got this done correctly. Let's flip it over real quick. All right, the lemons. Let's count them. Remember I said to start at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I know the circle is always tricky. Make sure you got each one there. If you made a mistake, go back and fix it. And then please make sure you have drawn, what is that number?
14.
14. There's a 4 there, so you know it's 14. 14 bananas or counters. Okay, once you have that done, double check that you have your name on it before you get it checked by your teacher, or turn it in the turn-in bin, friends, if you have that. Good work today, friends. Finger claps for you. I'll see you next time.